Every great journey feels impossible right before the breakthrough. The road seems the darkest just before the dawn. And in those moments, when your energy is drained, your mind filled with doubt, and quitting feels like the only logical option, that's exactly when you're closer than you've ever been. Closer to your dreams. Closer to the life you've always wanted. Closer to the success that once felt so far away. There's a strange truth about success. It often hides behind the final challenge, the last setback, the one more disappointment that feels like too much to handle. Most people give up not because they can't make it, but because they can't see how close they already are. They turn back when the destination is just around the corner. Think about the countless people who stopped digging just inches before striking gold. The athletes who quit training days before their big breakthrough. The writers who burned their final draft thinking it wasn't good enough, not knowing it would have been a bestseller. The truth is, the closer you get, the harder it feels. Not because you're failing, but because the finish line is testing your will. Success doesn't whisper to you. It screams through obstacles. It asks, "How bad do you want this?" And your answer must be action. Even when you're tired. Even when no one believes in you. Even when the results aren't showing yet. Because the grind that feels empty now is building the future you can't yet see. You must understand this. Your mind is your greatest ally or your worst enemy. It will tell you to stop, to rest, to give up. But deep down, your heart knows the truth. You're not done yet. You didn't come this far just to come this far. Every struggle you've faced has shaped you. Every tear you've shed has strengthened you. Every moment of rejection, failure, and silence has prepared you for this one truth. You are ready. You are capable. And you are closer than you think. Think about everything you've already overcome. The nights you stayed up working when no one noticed. The sacrifices you made while others partied. The doubts you silenced with your hustle. That wasn't for nothing. That was you building momentum. Building grit. Building the version of you who doesn't quit. The enemy right now is not failure. It's doubt. And doubt thrives in silence. So speak to yourself. Encourage yourself. Remind yourself why you started. Look at the dream in your mind and let it fuel your next step, your next breath, your next fight. Success is rarely instant. It's a quiet climb, not a sudden leap. You're not supposed to feel like a champion every day. You're supposed to show up when you don't. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you strong. Champions aren't built when they win. They're built in the hours no one watches. In the pain no one understands. In the silence where they refuse to give up. So if today feels hard, good. That means it's working. That means growth is happening. That means you're on the right path. Don't confuse difficulty with defeat. Pain doesn't mean it's over. It means it matters. The most successful people you admire, they all wanted to quit too. They all had their moments of weakness. But they didn't stop. Not because they had guarantees, but because they had belief. And now it's your turn. Your turn to rise when it's easier to fall. To push when it's more tempting to rest. To take one more step when your legs shake. That's where the win is born, in the moment of decision to keep going. You may not feel ready. You may not see the light. But you're on the edge of a breakthrough. And breakthroughs don't feel gentle. They feel like war. They test your mind, your body, your spirit. But they also deliver transformation. Keep moving. Keep trusting. Keep believing. Because the moment you think you've had enough is often the moment just before the miracle. You don't need to see the entire staircase. Just take the next step. Trust that the ground will meet your foot. Trust that your faith is stronger than your fear. Trust that your journey has a purpose. This is your moment to rewrite your story. Not someday. Not when you feel better. Not when the conditions are perfect. But now. While it's hard. While it hurts. While every part of you wants to stop. Because if you show up today, you won't be starting from scratch tomorrow. You'll be building on courage, on consistency, on commitment. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. You just have to keep showing up. One action at a time. One breath at a time. And if you do that, if you refuse to quit, you will look back months from now and realize the truth. You were always closer than you thought. And you didn't quit. You rose, you conquered, and you won.